says I'm live. So.
Are you just getting started? Or?
Just getting started. Anything fun? We'll just wait for a few people to come in here. Right now, there's nobody. Can't believe that. Usually there's always somebody. Anyway, hi, Debbie.
Caramel Swartz. Robert Vaughn.
Hi, Mindy.
Robert Vaughn.
So today I'm going to work in the Art for Joy's Sake journal again because that was really fun last week. I enjoyed it a lot. So only today I think I'm going to use Neo 2s because I don't know that I've ever done a project with Neo 2s. Hi, Gail. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the light there. That's pretty weird. What the heck? That is weird.
Do you want this now?
No, just leave it all over there.
Okay.
Hi, Kat. Hi, Judy. All right, people are coming in. Notifications must have gone out. So, your alarm on your watch is going off again.
My watch is.
Yep. I know you can't hear it. I think you've got it set up to go off daily at noon or something. I don't know how you did it or how you intend to get out of it, but I think that's what's going on. Fandangled clocks, you know. Hi, Eileen, sweet Robert. Eileen's not here yet. She may not come because I'm watercoloring day. And that gets her panties all in a wad and she has to go take a nap. She'd rather I trash out my whole house. I think she'd be okay if I brought a sledgehammer in here and just smashed the walls or something. Yeah, I know. She might show up just to give me crap because she's good at that. Oh, look at, there she is. About time. I'm not the late one. All right. She's here, Robert. Say hi to her now. Hi, Shauna.
Hi, Eileen.
I don't have to tell him who. Hi, Josie.
Hi, Shauna. I thought Shauna was in
Yep,
there.
Shauna just came.
Oh, okay.
She said hi, Robert. Gave you a heart. There's a bunch of other people too, but there's 15 here. Hi, my sweet Robert. Blech. That's gag worthy. They're all saying hi, Robert. Anyway, I haven't picked out a page yet. And I don't know if you guys were at Dee Dee's this morning. She asked about my pan pastels. And I had ordered from Amazon the 20 set. And I think in the description when I ordered it, it said drawing set. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. It said drawing set. And I didn't pay a whole heck of a lot of attention to what colors were in here. But I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and order it. Do the back page when it's blank. Oh my God, isn't she full of crap already? Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Imelda. Anyway, so I went ahead and bought them, and then I got them out when they came. And I have some duplicates because I had already bought the 10 set, right? And I already had bought the skin set. So when I looked, I ended up with some duplicates from the original 10 set. But then when I looked up buying them individually, I'm actually going to come out just as good by keeping these, because when I looked at Blick's and Jerry's Artorama, they're anywhere from $6 to $6.70 each. So I'm right back at $70, only I end up with only 10 colors. So I thought, well, go ahead and just get rid of the duplicates and keep them. So I guess I am going to keep these, which means I can put them in their little tray. Yeah, the duplicates won't go bad, but it's how often am I going to use them? Shauna says, I'll buy your dupes. Well, let me check, Shauna, because I had offered them to Paula this morning at Dee Dee's. And if she says she wants them, then I have to go by my original offer. But if she says, no, I don't need them or want them, then I'll get in touch with you, Shauna. In fact, I'll write myself a note. Because I know me, I forget crap really easy. So, anyway, I am going to keep them. I'm going to have to buy another tray because they didn't come in a tray, and I think I want them in a tray. I think it's just safer, but who knows? Anyway, hi, Michelle. Anybody else I might have missed? There are colors I don't have. Yeah, I guess. $2.99 each. Where did you find them $2.99 each? Oh, okay, you bought some for $2.99. The Pearl's Art Store. They take up a lot of room. Well, I actually did order a tray because I was gonna, move them into a tray. The original 10 I had. This will hold 20. So it is big. I mean, it really is. I don't know if it says how big this tray is, but yeah, they do take up a lot of room. I will agree with that. So this is almost like 14 inches long by 11.5 wide. So yeah, it's pretty big. So I don't know. I probably should have bought the trays that hold 10. They're no longer in business. Wow. Hi, Julie. Hi, Joan. Kimberly, anybody I might have missed? So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Did Dee Dee come in? Dee Dee, I decided I'm going to keep them. Yeah, hi, Dee Dee. Yeah, I guess I'm going to keep them. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Karen. So yeah, I'm just going to keep these because they're $6 a color. So I don't come out financially really any different than I was going in. So it's all good. And somebody will get some fun stuff. So tell your mom to put clothes on. I don't think I even want to know. So anyway, I am going to probably keep them. So that means I can start playing with them later. And the only art I've done, I think, since I saw you guys last, was the guy with the beard. And I don't remember what stream we were at, where we talked about drawing a guy with a beard. Mom's streaking again. So that's literally all the art I have done, other than playing in the Beast. So, and I don't have anything else to show because the only book I got was one that Dee Dee told me to buy. You put yours in big trays and have a small tray I used to put the colors in when you're doing a project. That's probably a good idea, Kathy, because I do have one of the smaller trays that the skin set came in. So I might transfer them all over into the big tray and then use this just for projects. So yeah, thanks you guys. I like how the guy with it turned out. He's definitely easy on the eyes. And believe it or not, you guys, and maybe it's why I chose him, I don't know, but he reminds me of my UPS guy. They do sell trays of 10, Gail, for 10. So yeah, he reminds me of the UPS guy. I have a crush on the UPS guy because he's just so dang nice. He's just a nice boy. All right, I lost my chat. I'm buffering off and on. Thank you, Kathy. So if you're buffering off and on, I hate that for you. So we're going to pick out what we're going to do today. I love this book. I'll flip through it again quickly. For those of you who maybe missed it last week, I just love this book. Did Norma come in? Hi, Norma. It's by Christy Rice, the Art for Joy's Sake journal. And she does a lot of different projects in here using a lot of different products. So let's see, last week we did, did I? No. Did I get red paint all over that? That would make me really upset. Okay, this was the original artist. This was mine. So, you know, side by side, you've got a real nice, fun spread. Her oranges were obviously darker. I didn't do it exact, but yeah, this was fun. Adult coloring for UFOs. I like aliens, so welcome. Use a jelly plate to do a page. Are you out of your mind, Eileen? Hi, Galena. Hi, Sherry. So yeah, I just need to pick another page. I wish they had this page in there. I am going to recreate this page because this is my favorite page, I think, in the whole book. So I like this one that has the black behind it. So if you see one you like, just scream out. Here's one with the black background, yellow, reds, and greens. And in here also, like, she has a recipe for banana bread, best banana bread ever, pomegranates and figs. This page is really pretty with the blues and oranges. That one's really pretty. Do the black background one. I think there's a couple of black background ones in here, but this one's really pretty. And I could also do a black background, whether she shows it or not. I just kind of like the idea of the double page spread in the same, you know, spread. I like that. All right. This is the one she did with the Zig Clean colors. And I'll do one in here with the clean colors too. Do one with one flower, then move on to do something messy. She is just all fired up, man. I like this blue and purple one too. Blue, purple, green. These are definitely my colors. So I'm not surprised that I'm definitely drawn to this one. And her little boo-boo up here on this, I don't know if it's a plum or whatever it is, makes me feel confident that real artists do that too. Not crazy about this one. Not my fave. That one's not my fave either. I like that page. It's funny that I like this soft. Now, I love this page too. This is like really uber simple with white flowers, green and orange. I think that page is gorgeous. Hi, Carla. The one with the plum. Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to do that. I really am. And this one, it seems like she did with Crayola. No, that's Kramer pigments. One of these in here she did with Crayola, which was very cool. And then she's obviously gone over these with some sort of marker to get some detail. I had thought originally I would do that. And then I didn't do that page, the one with just the, just the orange green with the gray background. There's something very appealing about that, I have to say, with the gray background. And I think, let me just try real quick. I never use the Neocolor II black. Let me just do a little test here that if I wanted to do the background in gray, if I didn't use that black, if it wouldn't come out. Yeah, see, I could use that black and it would come out nice and a real nice gray. Not a brown gray like that, but all right. So this morning while Dee Dee was streaming, and I had decided to go ahead and use the Neocolor IIs. And if you're not familiar with Neocolor IIs, they're a product made in Switzerland. I'm sure they're Swiss. Yeah, Swiss made. They make Neocolor Is, which are just wax crayons, and then Neocolor IIs, which are water-soluble wax crayons. I use these like crazy. Like you can see some of mine, but I've never done a whole project with them. I use them in my Beast all the time, and I have also never used them with a real paintbrush. I always use them with, hi Shelly, with a water brush. Just, you know, your goofy, cheap water brush. So today I'm going to use them in a project with a real paintbrush. So we're going to see. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, anybody who uses Neocolor IIs ends up loving them because their pigment is very strong. They don't have any kind of wax buildup when you're done. They're just really nice. They're just pigment and water-soluble wax, and they're awesome. So I don't know. Now everybody's giving me instructions. Somebody said the blue purple one. That's so hard to make a decision. Blue purple could be really fun. All right, I'm going to do blue purple this time, and then next time I'll do that one. All right, we're going to do blue purple. So I'm going to have to pick out the colors that I want. And I did start swatching during Dee. That's what I started saying. To keep with the Neocolor IIs, but I didn't get all done, so I'll have to do that later. So let's see. I definitely want this color. Some of these are really hard to read. That's lilac. I think I'll get out like all the different purple ones. I need a dark purple for sure. The violet and then the aubergine. I know I want that one. The blues, it looks like periwinkle kind of to me. But I think I'm going to use, it's so hard. All right, which one's that? Night blue. When they do the black on these dark colors, oh, it's so hard for me to see. That's indigo. I'm going to leave that out. I love indigo. Indigo is probably one of my favorite blues. There's night blue. All right, and then greens. One nice thing about Neo, thank you, Galena. The Neocolor IIs give you such a good selection of greens. I mean, you get great greens in the Neocolors. Let's see. I want the dark green. Where is it? There we go. And one medium green. This is going to be fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to have fun even if Eileen is sleeping. That looks like grass green. All right, we've got a good selection here, I think. All right, these I'll put aside and I'll finish them later. I actually have swatches of all of the Neocolor IIs, but I've mixed them in with all my other watercolors, so now it's hard to just pick them out, you know. They're all frame worthy. Every one of these, I agree. I totally agree. All right, get a rag out here. Let's start with the purple because we can. If you guys can hear the mower, speak up, and I'll ask the rat to go mow in the back first. All right, we're going to go that one and that one first. And I've never used the Neocolor IIs, obviously, on this paper. So I usually color really light, so when I dissolve it, you don't see the strokes, you know. And I'll do and you don't have to be very precise with where you're putting your colors. I'm going to do like an underpainting of all this purple. Okay, that's purple. Some of these are hard to tell. Okay, that is purple too. Okay, and anybody who is used to working with Neocolor IIs, if you see me doing something that I could be doing better, more efficiently, whatever, speak up, because I'm always open to good suggestions. I don't ever go around saying that I'm an expert. I probably should do the yellow first, but I'll come back in and do that in a minute. Can't hear him? Okay, good, because I'd boot his butt out of here in a minute. So you got to go. You've got to go. All right, this one I'm going to do the underpainting in this is the lilac. Because I think what I'm going to do, which may be a little bit different than hers, I'll do the flowers in the lighter colors, and then I think they're plums in the more red. So I had fun watching Dee Dee color in Laura's color book this morning. I'm always, whenever she does that, I always think, oh, I wish I had the patience, but I guess I just don't. But I love watching Dee Dee do it. And I always like her choice of like colors for the hair and stuff like that. Thinking outside the box, kind of. Because I probably would never have chosen yellow and orange or autumn colors for her hair, you know. It turned out awesome, as usual. And I think tomorrow we're going to go get groceries for Thanksgiving. I'm going to cook an entire meal for Robert and I. I did not invite anybody over, and I'm okay with that. But I'm going to cook an entire meal. Hi, CB. You're welcome, Dee Dee. You know I'm a big fan. Big fan. Working in the same book again, CB. Only this time with Neocolor IIs, which I've never done anything like this. So it looks like a kindergartner is coloring this in. And I'm going to go ahead and put some water down soon so that it can start drying. Because in watercolor, that's probably the thing that makes me nervous the most is waiting for stuff to dry. Gosh, I hate to wait for stuff to dry. Impatient child I am. So is anybody else cooking a great big meal for Thanksgiving? This, honestly, and I've always said this, Thanksgiving is my honestly favorite holiday. I love it. I love the smells. There's just nothing I don't like about Thanksgiving. So I'm excited for Thursday to cook. And I normally have about, 10, 12 people here. So this will be the first time I ever cook a meal like this for just the two of us. Hi, Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, I actually think I had a dream about you last night. When I woke up, I was thinking about you. And I don't know if I was thinking about the fires or what it was that got going in my head, But I woke up honestly thinking about you. About, I think you said you were going to go camping or something. I don't know. At 10 minutes after I wake up, I forget what I dreamed about anyway. You're cooking, but not too much. Yeah, I'm gonna cook the whole meal. I just love the whole meal. So, all right, let's see how the Neocolors twos do in this book. If you've never used Neo twos, isn't that awesome? How they just start melting as soon as the water hits. It's just awesome, awesome. And one thing I probably should have showed you, I should have went and got the Beast. The way I use these in the Beast is I color my headers and, you know, different things in the book, but I spread them. If you have a big area with the Neocolor IIs that you want to spread, get a baby wipe. They work awesome with a baby wipe, and you can do a big area like in no time. So that's not uncommonly how I use my Neocolor IIs. I use them to smear with a baby wipe. And then if there was any excess wax, which there usually isn't, yeah, the baby wipe just picks it all right up. They're just the coolest product ever. And then by going back over it, I can just smooth it all right out. See how cool that works? And the color that you're seeing on your screen is not accurate, or at least in my screen. It looks more blue. I'm going to pull you guys down a little bit. The page is kind of big, so I don't want to get off screen, but I'll just try and keep a good eye on it. But yeah, I'm excited to go get the groceries tomorrow, and I probably have to go to Hobby Lobby on Tuesday morning. I won't buy anything though. Honestly, you guys, when I look around here, it's like you don't need one more thing. I don't care what it is, you don't need it. But we've got a long winter coming, so maybe we'll all be arting more. I'm excited for Dee Dee's comp book challenge too. I have my comp book and I've numbered the pages, and I'm not going to tell you my theme until after the new year. But yeah, I'm excited for that too. I think if you use a water brush with Neo 2s, it looks more like a traditional watercolor. That's how I normally do it, CB, is I use a water brush with the Neo 2s. This is the first time I've ever used a real paintbrush with the Neo 2s. And I decided I wanted to try that because I've never done it. Plus, water brushes don't carry that much water, and this has a lot of big areas, so I was afraid that the water brush would take me freaking forever. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But yeah, normally that's what I use with Neocolor IIs, is my water brush. That's what you tell yourself, only works for a little while. Yeah, this still isn't showing the color accurately on my screen. This looks more blue than purple. But see, it's almost like the pan pastels. You can get a big space done in like 0 time. And hi to anybody I might have missed. Hi, Beth. I think I said hi to Carla. Hi, Whippy. You see purple on your screen? Okay, good. I'll do this one up here first so I don't get my hand in any of the wet. I'm famous for that. Another nice thing about like the Neocolor IIs, if you want more color, I just go into the back end and pick up whatever little bit of more color I want and do it that way. I mean, I could take it off this end, but I try and keep this end as sharp as I can. Not that I don't want to sharpen them, but I don't want to sharpen them. Because I just see that as wasteful. But like I was telling, I don't know, some people who commented on my last page, obviously like the book a lot. How if you like watercolor, you have to love this book. But you guys, I'm really surprised at the paper. I really didn't expect much from the paper because it feels real thin. It's not like 110 pound. It might be 90 pound. I haven't put the micron on it to find out, but the paper is surprisingly good. So if you're thinking about that, not getting it because you're not sure of the paper, don't be afraid of the paper. It's surprisingly good. I probably should try and check and see what kind it is, because I would actually buy some of this and play with it, not in the book. It's really that surprisingly good. Oh, and I did get the Color It watercolor paper, Shauna, and I've only played with it a little bit, but yeah, it's as good as B for sure. But I didn't compare prices to know. But I like the B paper too. But there's certainly nothing wrong with this. Now, can you, yeah, see this on my screen, this looks blue, and this kind of looks purple or dark blue. So that's weird. And obviously I could get these colors darker if I put more Neocolor II down. And after it dries, I will in fact go in and do that. Poor Eileen. Wonder if she's snoring yet. Finally, we're having some nice weather here. You know, feels more like autumn rather than middle of the winter. Gosh, we went from hot to middle of winter, it seemed like. Last few days have been gorgeous. So Robert's out cleaning up leaves. He'll be doing that for the next month. Almost. Anyone, great Christmas color book recommendations? I tell you, what did Dee Dee say this morning on her channel? I don't do color books. I have a bunch of them. I just don't do color books. I bought a bunch not realizing that I don't find it relaxing. So I have a bunch, and I keep thinking maybe someday I'm going to change. All right. I think I'm going to keep working on these and get at least these done. So let's see, I use this color to start. Now I'm adding some aubergine. Now this is where it may get tricky with the paper and the colors. Because I'm going to shade this just like you would a color book. And we'll see. The Neocolor IIs, after they're down, are not going to move that much because you've melted all of their binder. So they should stay put pretty much. I'm thinking. We have a few inches of snow today, more snow all week. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Okay, Judy says she'll be coloring December scenes in Hannah Carlson and Clara Markova's books. Baker's Dozen is the one Dee Dee talked about. That's the one. Baker's Dozen. I don't have that one. I was going to say I don't think I have any Christmas color books for sure. I'm not that big a Christmas person. You guys, if you've hung out with me for very long, probably already know that. I'm just not a big Christmas person. I think it's too material. I don't know. I'm kind of bah humbug. I will probably get out a Christmas tree. I have a little 12-inch one that stays decorated. I literally take it out of the box, set it down, plug it in. There's your damn Christmas decorations. Like Dee Dee goes all out, like her fireplace is gorgeous and everything. You have to look for Christmas at my house. They totally have to look for Christmas. I don't know why. I'm a bah humbug. I wasn't always bah humbug. Christmas is the best for the real reason, but ignore the hype. Yeah, no, I that's kind of how I feel, Dorothy, is I like the reason for the season. I just hate that we start celebrating it in October, so that's like 1/4 of your entire year is nothing but Christmas. It's like, give it a break. Except, like, I understand Hobby Lobby and those places getting their Christmas stuff out because people enjoy Christmas crafts, and I get that, so I'm okay with that. But the music, knock it off with the damn music. They do it to get people to spend more money, I'm sure. Okay, now I'm not sure if I'm doing this right or not. I went from the lightest shade to the darkest, and then I'll put the mid-tone in last, which may not be the best way to approach it, but I'm doing it. I'm with you. Christmas is just another day in this house. Yeah, see, I don't have, Robert and I don't buy each other gifts for any holiday. Because I guess we're fortunate that if we want something during the year, we just buy it. Don't wait until that special day. If you want it, just go get it. So, when the kids were little, of course, I participated and decorated and did all this stuff. But then it just got to be like, for what? Well, and another thing was when Jim was in the hospital, I was, of course, there around the clock. And hospitals play Christmas music around the clock. So if I couldn't sleep and I'd go down to the cafeteria or go outside for a walk, like in the middle of the night, I'd get up and here's damn Jingle Bells running at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, give it a break. Could you just turn Jingle Bells off? I don't want to hear Jingle Bells at 2 o'clock in the morning. Know what I mean? Only buy for the grandbabies. Yeah, I have Christmas every time I hit the buy button. See, me too, Eileen. That's what I think. It's either my birthday, it's Christmas, it's Valentine's. Depends on who's paying for it. But yeah, we have never really bought each other gifts. And the stupid thing is, neither one of us need anything. If there's something we need, just buy it. Just buy it right now. Okay, one thing you guys may not be seeing is occasionally I'm putting my brush back in the water to get some of the pigment off, so then I can just paint with regular water. No big prezzies now either, except something for the littles. Give to charity instead. Yeah, you know, that's how I feel. I'd much rather give it to charity. So I don't know. But I don't want to like depress you guys in your spirit. I know a lot of people just live for it. I'm just not one of those people. My mother actually, well, when us kids were little, now when mom and dad got older and retired, I don't think she gave a rat's about Christmas, but um when we were little, my mother was huge into Christmas. Huge. All the decorations. I've given most of my decorations away now. I let the kids choose what they thought they might want. Um, and I gave the rest away. So when I packed up all my Christmas stuff and took it into the thrift shop, whoever was shopping after I donated that stuff, they got a haul. I promise you, they got a haul. And I hope somebody's out there enjoying it. And I hope there's kids. Because I do like Christmas for the kids. If we had kids around, I would do a whole lot more, I'm sure. This is coming out really better than I thought. It's a little uneven, but I'm okay with that. You just bought your Christmas presents, got a bunch more polychromos and some brush and pencil supplies. Good for you, Gail. I don't know what I'll get for Christmas. Probably not a whole hell of a lot. Maybe this year, this is what I should do. I need to get some clothes. I really need to get some clothes that don't have paint or holes. And when I was young, God, my favorite thing was clothes shopping. I love clothes shopping. Now, oh God, I'd rather do anything than buy clothes. And clothes aren't the kind of thing that you can really order online. You know, you almost got to go shopping for them. I think that's why I hate clothes so bad, is you really kind of have to go shopping for clothes. So, yeah. You still have the bauble I was given from Rose one. It goes on the tree over here along with some of the old family ones. They were screaming, "Start the car." Exactly. No, I gave away some really good stuff. I don't remember if you guys remember. It had to be probably in the 80s. They had those animated Santas, and one of them you could put a cassette in and it would read your kids' Christmas stories and stuff like that. I had almost every one of those. Um, so yeah, I gave all those away. That's not dry enough yet to go on top of, so I'll just wait a minute. I'll hit it with the heat gun. You know, I just read somebody's comment about their mother's old Christmas ornaments. I don't remember if I saved my mother's Christmas ornaments. Honestly, I really don't. I had a bunch of them at one time. I probably didn't save them knowing me. Now I'm just going in with like the mid-tone. I'll still leave a highlight somewhere, or if I don't leave it, I'll go back and put it in later. And as of yet, there's really no buckling on this page, which is amazing. And that amazed me the first time I worked on it, is that the pages don't buckle. Most of the Neocolors too, of course, it depends on the paper, but most of the Neocolor IIs, you guys, they pick up really nice as well. So they wouldn't now because I've dried them. But if you're working and you want to pick up the color to fix an error or whatever it is, they pick up very nicely. There, now it's starting to get kind of purpley. I'm trying to pick up a little bit of color in here. Another thing you can do with the Neo 2s is, I want that darker. Like color them off on something. Like if it won't go on there, I can just color it off as something and move it on. Dee Dee has, well, I have a tray too. I just never get it out. But that's another nice way to use the Neos, is to color them off on something. How's Roger? I haven't seen Lane in a couple of days. I don't know. I hope he's better, but I haven't seen him or Amy, either one, over the weekend at all. So I just keep him in my prayers, and I'd ask you guys to do the same. They were, I know, let me think. When I saw Lane last, I guess I did see him Saturday morning. They were running some tests, and then depending on the tests, they were either going to end up doing some kind of risky surgery or, yes, Karen, they do. They do scribble on a ceramic palette. So that's a nice way to use them too. You don't have to go direct to paper. All right, I'm liking that. I kind of wish I'd picked up more in here, but I think I went over it when it was too wet, so that's all right. All right, I'm going to save the gray and black to do that last over everything if I decide to do that. So I guess I will or go back and add some of this. I'm going to hit it with a heat gun. I know me, I'll put my right in the wet. Bye, Killian. All right, now I'm going to try like a wet on wet. up in here. I'm going to get everything wet just to kind of see how it works. It worked really good with the, which ones? The Mission Gold, I guess I used the other day. So the paper worked pretty darn well, wet on wet with those. So let's give this a go. And I'm going to have to scribble off, so, and then put the color in. So I'll scribble off. You probably won't see it, but I'm scribbling off over here on the mat. Oh, that's working nice. That's good. I like that. And when you use them like that, they work essentially just like any other watercolor. And you can tell when the paper starts drying. I'm really, really surprised at this paper. I really am. I'm going to look at the back side real quick. I did the other day, but I just want to see. See, the back of the paper is just a little bit damp, but none of the color is going through, so that's cool. Surprises me a lot. All right, I'll let that dry a little bit and then I'll come back and add some more. It is good paper. I didn't expect the paper to behave like this at all, not even a little bit. Well, I just loaded up my brush, so let me go ahead and use it before I get the other one wet. All right, can you guys see that? All right. When I'm doing this, I'm not putting a lot of water on my brush because the paper should be fairly well saturated. And this is the same color that I used in the plums. So hopefully that'll tie it all together a little bit, you know? So far, so good. Have you seen the beautiful piece of work Eileen tweeted a little while ago? No, I haven't. You know, a weird thing about Twitter, Dee Dee posted something sometime over the weekend, and I don't check Twitter often, you know, but I know I had been on, and I never saw her tweet. And then I went back on in the evening, and I saw her tweet. So I don't know how Twitter is deciding who sees what and when, because I think I'm missing a lot of people's tweets. So that's just my public service announcement. Not that anybody cares what I'm seeing on Twitter. All right. What color do I want to add? I might, where's that blue violet? I don't think I got blue violet out, but I think I want it. Let me see if I can find it. Not here. Maybe I did get it out. That's not it. I can't see. That's so annoying to me. I can't see what it is. Well, that's indigo. I know there's a blue violet. I know there is. Could I have lost one? That's Prussian. That's not even close to what I want. Well, I don't see it anywhere. That's crazy as hell. Oh well. Can't spend a lot of time looking for it. That's going to have to do it for me. All right, I'm going to use that one. Can you guys see okay? I'm going to put a little bit darker down just on this side of the flowers. This wasn't, I don't think, the color I was wanting, but it'll work. It'll be fine. Because tomorrow, I won't remember any of this. I'm going to use this blue in the other smaller flowers, so that's why I wanted to introduce it on these. So, you know, if you reuse the same colors, you kind of, it tends to stay more cohesive. So that's why I thought, well, I'm going to introduce one of the colors that I'm going to use on the little blue flowers. It's looking a little bit more watercolory now, isn't it? CB? No laughing matter, young lady. What's that? Oh my God, they're in chat talking about plumber's cracks. Robert did actually go over to the neighbor's house this morning and meet the plumber. He didn't tell me anything of the specifics, though. Now, when I look down at my screen, that looks so blue, you guys. And in reality, it's not. It's light purple with dark purple, kind of purple blue in there. I did introduce some blue, but the colors on my screen are not anywhere close to what I'm seeing on my screen. That's crazy. Crazy, I'm telling you. All right. And I'm going to add the gray later. I'm not sure if I want those darker or not. Kind of do, I think. I'll just go back in with some of this purpley pink and make parts of them darker, I think. Looks purple there. Okay, it must just be my screen. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm going to put the yellow in next after I dry this. So those flowers start looking a little bit more complete. And then I can decide if I want to add more or not. And now I'm just adding some shadows with that same blue. Won't hardly be noticeable. Nope, didn't get on my book. Woohoo! I think I used Neo 2 in the comp book. That would be good, Imelda. Because one nice thing about the Neo 2s, like when I use them in the Beast, if I smear them out with the baby wipes and the paper doesn't get really saturated with water, it just lays down really flat. It's really nice. So I think on the comp book paper, that would also be really nice. All right, so I need a yellow orange, a nice bright yellow. All right, we're going to do the yellow next. And believe me, I'm not being real careful here, as you can tell. I'm staying away from purple flowers, letting them dry a little bit so I don't have to run the heat gun quite so much. Saving you guys' ears a little bit, maybe. All right, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of this green, I think, and mix in with it. So they don't look quite just flat yellow. Maybe I want some of the olive green. Hope I'm staying on camera, you guys. Thanks, Judy. All right, now I'm gonna hit that with the heat gun before I go in there with the yellow orange. Now you've got to hear that mower, but he'll only be here by the house for a second. It's not shown on this, but I'm going to go ahead down here in the real center and just put a little bit of red to indicate some depth. I could go back and do that in later, and I might have to anyway, but we're going to give it a go this way. Now I have to say, one nice thing about these Neocolor IIs is the color that you've already wetted and put down, it is not very inclined to move. So that's kind of a nice thing. Does this artist have other color books? I believe, I'm not sure if they have books like this that you can work in, Karen, but somebody said that they had other Christy Rice books. So I'm assuming that yes, she does. I have not gone and looked, but now since my experience with this one has been so good, I'm kind of inclined to want to go look. Because yeah, this experience has been awesome. I'm really, really happy with well, I like her art, obviously, but I'm also just impressed with the quality of the book itself. So yeah, I will definitely probably look for more of her art for sure. Mowing has been finished here for about a month already. Leaves are the issue now. Oh yeah, we're only doing leaves now. Oh, hi, Elaine. No, our grass has been dormant now for quite a while, actually. So yeah, we're doing just leaf cleanup, and Robert mulches them with the mower. He finagled a capture thing underneath his mower, and it just mulches them up. He doesn't even pick them up anymore. I used to blow them and dry them. So yeah, we're doing just leaves now too. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to go on to the blue flowers now. Woohoo! It really looks nice and soft, and I like that. Hers is not, I don't think, as soft as mine, but I could go back in and add the black and the dramatic colors later if I want, and I might. All right, what blue do I want? I think I want, let's see. Let's do a little test here. I have to test everything. I don't trust anything. Nope, I think that's too dark. Yeah, maybe not. No, I don't think I'm going to like that one. All right, that one will be my... All right, I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to put it on really, really, really light for the blue flowers for the base coat. She has a card book and a seasonal flora garden color books. Ooh. I will definitely go look. Maybe that's what I'll get myself for Christmas, because honestly, you guys, I don't need anything else. But I think anything that gets me using my watercolors is a good thing. And I'm liking the Neocolor IIs, working, doing a whole project with them, which I had never done. So this is kind of fun. And I would say it's probably oh shoot, there's one of these flowers up there that I didn't get. Oh well. I get it later. It's hard to say if I like one better than the other. It's very different. Laying your color down like this and then going back and wetting it reminds me of those books when you were a kid. I'm sure you guys had them, that they had some magic formula that all you had to do was paint it with water and the colors magically appeared. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It's like magic. Eileen, wake up. I know she's sleeping. Her and the cats on the couch. Actually, that's what I did Saturday. Sometimes my allergies just get so bad I don't have a choice. And Saturday was kind of like that. I didn't have a choice. I had to lay down. Oh, and then another thing I did this weekend was I binge watched. I only watched 3 of them, but I started The Crown. And I don't know how many of you guys watched The Crown, but I really liked the first 2 seasons. And so far, it's not disappointing. Different actress for the Queen, obviously, because she got older, right? So, and there's another plum, too. I am seriously not paying attention here. Ugh. Oh, well. Mrs. Maisel? I don't even know if I've watched that one. What's Mrs. Maisel? And I watched something else. I watched a movie before I turned on The Crown. It was new on Netflix. It was about a young kid who his friend named him in a murder. And then subsequently, I don't know how many years later, recanted the story. Those stories absolutely break my heart because it's just like, oh my gosh. And this guy spent, I think it was like 17 years, honestly, 17 years in prison. And he had no involvement. And that's just so wrong. It's so wrong. And then who's that famous attorney that gets innocent people off? Oh, I can't. I've watched a couple different shows about her and I can't remember her name. When I hear it, I'll go, oh, that's the one. Oh, man. Somebody in the audience will know. But yeah, she finally got involved and got him out. But they did an interview with him after the whole saga. And he's really struggling because it happened when he was like 17 years old. And he just really never felt like he got an opportunity to mature naturally. And he can't figure out how to adult now, And that's so sad. I watch shows like that all the time. I watched that one of the guy in Ohio who was wrong. Well, I don't know if he was wrongly convicted. She got him off anyway. You guys know who I'm talking about. Kathleen Zellner. There you go, UFO. Thank you. Yeah, the whole story was just so incredibly sad. Both him and his father were saying he's innocent. He did not do this. And I kind of put myself in those shoes and just think, well, if that happened to you, what you are so at the mercy of somebody other than yourself. You can do nothing to help yourself, and that's so sad. All right, we're going to go ahead and put down the base. Jarrett Adams. No, not Jarrett Adams. Ryan was the kid's name. Can't remember his last name. You can tell how much I'm paying attention, right? I might have gotten these flowers too dark. I hope not, but yep, Kathleen Zellner is the attorney. She is amazing. This is the second show I've watched with her, and she is quite an amazing woman. And I don't know how she gets paid. You know, the people she is taking on don't have any money. So it's not like she's doing it for the money. I don't think. I mean, because these are people who have been incarcerated for pretty near ever. They can't have any money. Maybe their families are going into debt to help them. I don't know. I don't think my family would do that. They'd say, keep her rotten butt. They'd probably pay him to keep me. Keep her in. Keep her in. I think I did put down a little bit too much pigment, but oh well. What happened to the guy who framed him? He's still, as far as I know, he got 40 to 50 years, and as far as I know, oh, I do remember what happened to him. He got 40 to 50 years or something like that. He will be up for parole next year, 2020. Now, he admitted he did it. But the thing is, he was so drunk, you know, drugged and alcohol that he would black out. And he doesn't really, nobody knows if he really did it either, because he'd get so wasted, he'd black out and couldn't remember anything. So he's not a very good witness either way, you know. And then now I could give you a lecture about drinking to blackout and stuff like that too, but I won't. I'll spare you. You can thank me later. I don't know. It's just so sad. And you wonder how many people are in our system under those, you know, same or similar circumstances. It's kind of frightening when you think about it. Of course, every guilty person says, oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But I think we do have a fair number of people in our judicial or in our correction facilities that probably don't belong there or deserve a better trial anyway, right? Hey, Joycey. Painting in the book again, Joycey. I think I got those blue flowers a little dark. I would have liked them a little bit lighter, but oh well. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. So I watched that movie. And actually, I fell asleep during it and had to go back and watch the end, because that's what I fell asleep watching. It's probably why I don't remember a lot of it. Joyce, you try and keep it down. Eileen's sleeping. Let them, well, still wet. Lift out the color. Oh, I probably should have thought to do that. I will try that, excuse me, here in a minute, just to see how it works on this kind of paper. But now I kind of want them all the same depth of color, so I'm less inclined to do that. Looking in the screen, though, it really is pretty. Yeah, you can bug her just once, Joycey. Just poke her, do something to get her attention. Don't want her to get too much sleep. She won't sleep good tonight. And even after I slept on Saturday, I still did sleep good. So I must have needed it, is how I look at that. I am picking up some of the color with the brush. I'm going to go back in and add some shadows and stuff. Okay, that one's lighter. That is about the color that I wanted. You're shopping, not sleeping? Well, order 2 of whatever you get and send 1 to me. What are you shopping for? You need more stuff like I do, like a hole in your head. Absolutely nothing in this world that I need. Well, maybe a tray for pan pastels. Cat food, okay. Well, my cat would probably eat the same kind of cat food your cats eat. She's very picky, though. Ugh, that cat. She has been doing better, though, you guys. She's just getting old. She's just getting old. That's the only thing you can say about Miss Roxy. She's just getting old. But I would have thought she got more cantankerous as she got older. At least with me, she's less cantankerous. Chewy has great prices. See, I can't order a lot of anything because I'll order Roxy or get Roxy something, and one time she'll eat it, and then the next time I give it to her, she looks at me like, "You really expect me to eat that garbage? I am so not eating that." So I can't buy too much ahead because I'm forever having to change on her. And I guess she's always been a little bit like that, but she has gotten pickier as she's gotten older. But like I found a brand of salmon. She ate it. Oh my gosh, she licked her bowl clean. And I thought, oh, good. I finally found something that she really likes. Next time I gave it to her, she turned around and walked away. And I thought, well, I wonder if it was just a different run, like it just didn't have the same smell or taste or whatever. I've never gotten her to eat it again. But that first time I gave it to her, oh, she loved it. Yeah. So I've taken to adding tuna to almost everything I feed her now. That's how I'm bribing her to eat. She gets human tuna in with her cat food. It's the only way I know to get her to eat. And sometimes she still won't eat that. So I don't know. I promise you, if I had a picky kid like this, he would go to bed without dinner more often than he would eat. But with an old cat, you can't do that. You can't send him to bed without dinner. Because if I could, I promise you, I would. It's frustrating. I wish, of course, the vet told me to feed her wet food. So that's part of the reason I do, is because she needed more moisture. But I wish I'd never started the wet food thing with her. I wish I'd just left her on dry. Because most of the cats' lives, they never got wet food. Ever. Yeah, at least I have the tuna to bribe her with for sure. Yeah, if I didn't have the tuna, I don't know. I'd probably go to bed crying most nights. thinking the cat's going to starve itself to death. I don't think they would do that, though, would they? Would a cat starve itself to death? She just knows I'm a big sucker. That's the moral of the story. She goes downstairs and laughs and goes, I got her again, sucker. I just went out of the lines. That annoys me. The page is starting to look pretty. One of my cats wants treats all the time and the other one doesn't eat treats. Weird. Yeah. Molasses and milk. Now, milk, I know any dairy product she is absolutely allergic to because and I've never been able to give her any kind of dairy products. She will vomit like crazy. Even ice cream, like, I think she licked the bowl or something that I had ice cream in. Oh my gosh, it wasn't just a minute and she was dry heaving. Like she cannot tolerate milk at all. Now molasses, I don't know. She maybe would eat that. I'm not getting into molasses with the damn cat. Tuna or nothing, you little loser. And I've quit giving her treats as well. They would make her vomit. I think they're just too rich for her. But she used to love treats. But she's even quit asking. We've been without treats long enough now that she doesn't even ask anymore. Tell you, hi, Katie girl. Tell your dogs this is what it is. If you don't like it, write your senator. Well, that's what I need to do to Roxy. Write your senator, you little wench. No, I'm trying to be really nice with Roxy because she is old. Because I guess I'm hoping when I'm really old, I'm already kind of old, but when I get really old, I hope somebody's nice to me when I won't eat their meatloaf. Or whatever it is I won't eat. I never thought I'd be kowtowing to a spoiled cat, though, that's for sure. But here I am today. I never put up with that with the kids. You didn't have to eat what I fixed, but you don't get anything else. You either eat or go hungry. I was not a short order cook, I promise you that. Not even for the grandkids, where I was more inclined to be a little bit better with them. But yeah, they had to pretty much eat what I fed them. But if you ate dinner, you could have as much ice cream or anything else that you wanted. When she is hungry, she will eat. Appetite diminishes with age, and tuna is great. Okay, well, thank you, because that's what we've resorted to at this point. But when she finds something she likes, she'll eat a lot of it. It's just finding something that she likes. I mean, we've bought the most expensive foods. We've bought the cheapest foods. And actually, she actually likes the cheapest food. I mean, I literally have bought her those little fancy feast things. In fact, I tried one of those over the weekend. She looked at me like, are you crazy? I'm not eating that. So there goes, 78 cents in the garbage every time she turns her nose at it. I think she just knows that she's got me wrapped around her little finger. I love treats. Cat loves goldfish. I swear, when I even take them out of the closet. Really? Oh no, that wasn't true at our house. If you didn't eat it at that meal, you just went hungry. But I didn't save it till the next meal. Hell no, that was too much trouble. I can't think of any people food that I've ever really fed Roxy to know if she would eat it other than tuna. I never fed either of the cats people food at all. And that one night she got into the ice cream bowl and started vomiting, I was really glad we never had done that. And I shouldn't be eating ice cream or milk either. It makes my allergies get really bad when I do that. But do I stop? Hell no. I'm going to have myself a shaky milk whenever I want. At least once a week. And, oh, you guys. Oh, I wish I hadn't thought of this. I'm going to end up sending Robert into town. I think I've talked to you guys about Arby's crispy chicken sandwiches, which I love. And I'm not a huge fast food fan. I mean, I don't eat McDonald's or anything like that, but I do love Arby's chicken sandwiches. They have a shake. It's called the S'more Shake. OMG. It is so good. Their Jamocha shake is good too, but the s'mores one, there's hunks of chocolate in it. Lexi didn't eat when I was taking care of her. She's got you. Oh, okay. Well, I think this is an age thing too, though. Elaine, is this being so picky? Yeah, she used to be a lot more agreeable about her diet, and I think when you were taking care of her, wasn't she just eating? Was she eating wet and food then? I thought she was just eating dry. But anyway, their s'more shakes. They're so good. Now I wish I hadn't thought of that. My idea for dinner is not going to be near as satisfying. Oh, she was getting both then too? Okay. I think she's just getting picky as she's getting older, honestly. Or she does have me buffaloed, and you're probably right about that too. She knows I'm a big sap. Don't say that out loud in front of anybody else, though. Can you guys see? I wish they sold cat food in smaller bags, because I was just thinking when I get a brand new flavor of dry cat food for a couple days, she will just scarf that down. But then after that, she's not interested anymore. So then I have a whole bag of cat food that she's not interested in anymore. A couple of bags I've just thrown out in the backyard and let the squirrels and the fox and everybody else just eat it rather than just throw it away. I could take it down, throw it in the lake, and the fish will eat it too. That's a long walk down there, though. I'm picking up quite a bit of this color. I should have been a little bit lighter handed. but that's okay. Live and learn, right? All right, did I forget any of the blue flowers? I'm liking this page. Donate it to your local animal shelter. I guess I could do that. Usually I just want it out of the cupboard right now. I'm pretty impatient that way, you know? All right. I'm going to go ahead and do this other plum up here. Now I don't remember the exact colors that I did, but it'll be all right. I think that was the first color I used. Hi, Melody. Thank you. All right, I'll let that dry for a minute. I know that's the next color. All right, the blues up here are all really dry. So now I'm just going to go back in. Since I did that original layer so dark, I'm probably going to have to go back in with maybe colored pencil or something and lighten parts of it up. So let me see. Yeah, I'll use that indigo for the shadows while that's drying. You bought this book? Oh, you're going to love it. I really like it. And that's weird because I normally don't work in the book, but for whatever reason, this book I'm not really worried about trashing out, you know? And I can't really see the gray lines. I don't know how much detail she had in the original art, so I'm just guessing here, but it'll be all right. Be amazed how much when it's done you don't notice things. This part should go a little faster, I'm thinking. All right. Let's see how that goes. You're going to work in the book too? Yeah, I've never done this before, but for whatever reason, this book I don't feel intimidated, or I'm not sure what the word would be, but yeah, I'm glad I'm working in the book. I can't believe how different the colors look in the camera than in real life. I'll have to take a picture of it and post it, so in case somebody else has a screwball screen like I do, you get to see the actual colors, because when I look in my screen, it's just like, that is so not the colors. Not buying another book right now. You have plenty here. Cheryl, if I had $1 for every time I have said that to myself, OMG, I'd be so wealthy. In my world, those are meaningless words. I'm not buying another book. Because tomorrow, if I see another book that I want, if Kathy Arbor shows another book, I'll buy it. Who am I kidding? I will buy it. I know me. What I need to buy, you guys, really, what I need to buy is another bookshelf. I need another bookshelf really bad. I'm tired of the piles. So tired of the piles. But yeah, I'm not going to kid myself. I will buy another book in a heartbeat. I promise you. Christy Rice has 7 watercolor books on Amazon, plus some cards she has drawn. Oh, see? Elaine just probably enabled me again, and I'm glad I'm not kidding myself about whether or not I'm going to buy them. Because I have to say, I've enjoyed this a lot. And I'm not even done with it yet. I do have a few books that I bought that I have done absolutely nothing in. Those, speaking of Kathy Arbor, she showed some perspective books. Oh my God, look at her. Now she says, new books from Amazon are on their way now. Oh my God, here it comes. Let the enabling begin. But I did buy those two perspective books that you showed, Kathy, and I've had them for, oh gosh, a while. But I haven't done anything with them because I've been working on people. And I think it was actually while I was doing Inktober, and I thought, I'm not getting into anything else until Inktober's over. Well, then I got into your drawing classes, and now I'm all into drawing people. But I had so many people books that I haven't had to buy any of those. So that's a good thing. I am using books that I actually had backlogged. And a couple of them I've used over and over and over again through the years. I've drawn people for a long, long time. It's not like this is the first time I've drawn an eye or, you know, a hand or a foot or anything like that. But yeah, I'm sure Kathy will be showing some and I'll be buying them again, as all good students should. Buy the books for class. Duh. Call it a class and you can justify anything, right? New product, books. Yeah. And actually, when I think back of how much money I spent on books for school, that after the class was over, I never looked at again. These art books, I don't mind because I look at them over and over and over again. Yeah, you have to speak English in our chat. We don't translate, but we'd love for you to stay with us. But yeah, the chat needs to be in English so we can kind of monitor what's going on if you don't mind. But we'd love for you to stay and join us. Thank you, Joycey, by the way. And I haven't drawn a 3/4 face yet this week. So maybe I probably won't get a chance this week because honestly, Thursday is our Thanksgiving. I'm going shopping tomorrow, so Wednesday I'll have to start cooking. I couldn't bake a pie right now if my life depended on it. I don't have. Roman, please speak English or we'll have to, yeah, I think you're gone, buddy. I've timed you out. If you can speak English and come back in, you're welcome to come back in. But if you don't, yeah, we can hide you. And the mods are not afraid to do that. And the mods have my complete support, whatever they decide. I didn't think about it, but we may end up having a lot of trolls this week because aren't kids out of school this week? That's probably why Debbie Epps is in chat. No school this week. But those people aren't American. So how does that play out? Hi, faithfulness. You think they're hungry or thirsty? CB, don't talk about it, get after him. Kick his butt out and say, Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, English only. I was going to say adios. Thought you and the rat were going to be alone on Thursday. We are going to be alone on Thursday. Just me, the rat, and Roxy Sircoxy. Didn't invite anybody else. But I'm cooking a full meal, Elaine. Yeah, he can go then, CB. I trust you guys to do anything you want to do. I could care less. But yeah, I'm cooking the whole meal because I live for Thanksgiving leftovers. I mean, I love cooking the meal. I was explaining earlier, I like the smells. I like everything about it. And I love, love, love the leftovers. So I'm cooking a full meal. Mashed potatoes, yams, the whole 9 yards. Cooking it all. Just like company was coming. It'll be a little bit different, you know, like peeling potatoes for 2 is a whole lot different than peeling potatoes for 10. Right? So it'll be a lot easier for sure. Okay, I have this other flower up here that I want to do while that dries. I think I did it like this. I don't remember, but it'll be all right. I think, no, I'm not gonna. The only thing I probably won't do is like, of course, we always have balls and nuts around the house and stuff like that. I'm gonna say, you know, some of the stuff that I buy for the kids, I won't have to buy any soda this year. I'll have 1 pie instead of 3. So yeah. I don't know. I'm just not in the mood to talk about penises today, but thanks for coming. If you catch me on a good day, we can talk about body parts all you want. But today, I'm watercoloring. Hi, Lisa. Mods are kind of busy right now. Oh, we had a troll in here and I couldn't read all of his language, but I picked one word out of everything they said. That I could read. Thank you, Michelle. Now I'm just filling in some places that I missed earlier. Now he's got the leaf blower going out there, so hopefully that you guys aren't hearing that too much. Yeah, I didn't just pop up with that word. The troll had been egging us on to have a conversation about it, or egging me on. There was just like a whole batch of trolls there for a minute, right? See where I wrote on wet paper? It's not going to smear now, but that's okay. 12-year-old kids on breaks. I know, Jilly, those should be my favorite people. Those are like my BFFs. All right, I need to do some more detail in that middle flower, but I'm just looking here to see. I want some of that dark, is it? Yeah, I think I'll do the dark blue. Where'd my indigo go? Indigo go. Oh, I'm going to dry it first. Exactly, Josie. His ploy worked. We're talking about it. All right, let that dry. And I'm going to go back in here. I think I don't really want that color, I don't think. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to find out. Kind of got to work fast because I don't want the beginning to dry before I get done here. I wanted that a little bit darker in there, but that looks so blue on the screen. Does that look blue or purple to you guys? Because I added a little bit of blue, but I added mostly purple. Now when I look at it, it's like, oh my gosh, that looks so blue. Now I'm just going back in and touching up, you guys. A blue purple to you. It's just weird. Weird. That's okay. You're too dark. Now I'm just putting in some shadows and stuff because I think I'm going to leave that kind of light. Sometimes it's hard to remember that things dry a lot lighter than they appear when you're putting it down, you know. Just one of the learning curves of watercolor, I guess. All right, where's that other purple? All right, let's see how that dries. Anyone have opinion on difference between Neos and watercolor pencils? There's a huge difference, Michelle. Watercolor pencils, one, you have a whole lot more control because you have that point that you can work with, but I don't think they're as water soluble as the Neocolors. These you can do a large area effortlessly. I think the Neocolors are, I don't know a percentage, but they are so much more pigmented than any watercolor pencils I've ever used. I like watercolor pencils, like to use with stamps and stuff like that. I love watercolor pencils. And I'm like Faithful. I like having both. But yeah, you've got a lot more selection in Neocolor IIs generally. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe why I prefer the Neocolor IIs. If I could only have one, I would have the Neocolor IIs. Hands down. Hands down, I would pick the Neocolor IIs. They're just a much better product. And I think when it comes to bang for your buck, like if you buy a set of Neocolors, they will last your entire life. They honestly will last your entire life. And like a lot of products, if you buy the small set, you automatically want the next set, the next set. I went direct to the largest set of Neocolors. There are very few of these colors that I have not used pretty extensively. Like some of them, I've had to tear the papers down. But they're just so much more versatile. Neo 2, and they're not chalky. No, they're so not chalky. This is a wax binder, and when you're done, that wax, oh shoot, that's yeah, like when you're done, that wax is completely gone. There's no residue, there's no nothing, which is generally the case with watercolor pencils too. But yeah, they're like, these are not waxy at all. So if you're a beginner watercolor, yeah, these behave so nicely. You can go direct to paper, or you don't have to. You can color it off like I did. And then going to direct to paper with the Neocolor IIs, I think that's just a matter of using them enough so that you have an idea of how much pressure you've got to put down. Okay, pay attention to Debbie, because she has probably used them a lot, and she is a really good artist. She uses watered down matte medium to set them as I layer. That's a good idea too, Debbie. I'm going to have to play with that someday. You know, and if you don't have watercolor pencils, believe it or not, some of my very favorite watercolor pencils are the Statler, the small set of Statler. Those are really nice watercolor pencils. Your color selection is limited, is probably the biggest single problem with them. You just don't have a huge color selection. But I bought mine mostly to use with rubber stamps, because it was so much easier than using like a marker or something like that. So I didn't really feel like I needed a huge amount of colors. And I don't know who convinced me to buy the Neocolor IIs, but whoever it was, I owe you a huge thank you, because I love them. Or use clear gesso to set them. Yeah. So, yeah, they're just so darn versatile, you guys, for real. All right, I'm going to get on these leaves. I've only got a few minutes. Let's see, I'll use this green as a base for all the leaves. And I may not get this done, but I will finish it today. Well, yeah, I will finish it today, because otherwise I won't get back to it until maybe weekend or Friday. And then just think all weekend long I won't have to cook, because I'll have Thanksgiving leftovers. Ah, that's so much fun. And a turkey sandwich and pumpkin pie leftovers. My mouth's watering already. When I lived in Colorado and we had the kids at home, of course, we always had Thanksgiving dinner, obviously. And then we would always go skiing the day after Thanksgiving. And most years there was ample snow. It was usually man-made snow. You know, they don't have a huge base up there yet, but we would always go skiing the day after Thanksgiving. That would always be the first day of the season when we went skiing. Oh, I used to look forward to Thanksgiving weekend so much. Go skiing, have good food, not have to cook. It was awesome. Now, if Robert and I wanted, we could treat it just like another day, but I still like it, and I'm going to cook no matter what. I'm going to try watered down matte medium. That sounds interesting. Now that the green's getting on here, it's looking really pretty. And this is actually a light olive green, kind of a yellowy green. And I haven't even heard if you can go skiing yet in Colorado. I'm sure some areas are open because they're so good at making snow now. But Denver's had some pretty good storms already. So I guess I'm guessing the mountains have as well. Now that's one thing about Colorado I don't miss. I don't miss the people from California, and I'm sorry if you're from California. But really that's one of the reasons I left Colorado. Too many California people were coming. But I miss skiing. I'm too old to ski now. My knees wouldn't take it. I mean, I think you can ski at any age, but my knees just would not allow me to ski now. That's why I quit when I did. All right, now just smooth these all out. And say, I hope I did a good coat. Probably what I ought to do is go a little slow here and do wet on wet. Maybe I will do that. As I'm melting these, just go ahead and introduce some other colors. I don't think I have a darker olive than that. Let me look here. See if moss is any darker. That was true in Vegas. The California people move in and then you move out. Yeah, in the mountains, it just got ridiculous. And they loved Colorado because compared to California, our housing was really cheap. But as soon as they started moving in, housing started going crazy. Yeah, it was just bad. Bad news, bad news. I will come in and add some more colors. I just thought it might be nice if I got some watercolory look in these leaves. Seeing when I'm looking at the screen, those are looking like yellow ochre leaves. And they really are light olive. So that's crazy too. My color is just jacked. Jacked. Probably shouldn't have done this side first because now, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to want to put my hand in the wet paint. Duh. Sure wouldn't want to think ahead now, would I? I really wish I had a darker olive, but I don't. Ugh. Oh well. Use what you got, man. Turn the book upside down. I could do that. Right now, I'm okay. It'll be dry before I get back over there, so it'll be okay. That's really wet. Yeah, it's already dry. I can set my hand down. That's a good idea, though, CB. For dimwits like me. All right, what I'm going to do is this moss. This is the olive. I'll try it. I'm going to try and do some dark olive on here and see how it changes. How I might do this. Are all your leaves done?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Did you get all your leaves done?
Almost.
Cool. All right, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, I'm going to do that. All right, I have to take a break now and go ahead. I like the way that it makes that vein dark, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
You got any idea who Rockwood
Who what?
Mini Storage is?
No clue. Look it up on the internet. Why, did we get their mail or something?
Yeah.
Unless it's that one down the island. I don't know. I'd just put not a misdelivered or something, stick it back out in the mailbox and make it the mailman's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
We must have a new mailman.
That's probably the best thing to do. I'll put it in there, flag it for in the morning.
Yeah. If it was Carmel's, I'd just take it down to her.
Do what?
If it's you said you got something for Carmel?
I
Just-
took those caramel over there and left.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, just take that over to her.
Yeah, I did. They're in their mailbox.
Wonder what mail I got that was misdelivered today, and if I'll ever get it now. That's the thing I always think when I get mail for somebody else is, oh, great, my mail went somewhere else. Mix purple in it, and with the green. All right, when I go back to do the shadows, I'll do that. Scooby Dooby Doo. This is one great big old fat boy experiment. Can't tell if you guys are seeing that good or not. It's looking good on my end. But I'm not trusting my screen right now because the colors I'm seeing are just whack-a-doodle. All right, has anybody volunteered to stream after me? Jean would normally stream after me if she was streaming, but she's still knitting, so she's not streaming. So has anybody decided whether or not they want to stream after me? And we'll go ahead and get it announced, and people can subscribe or go and search, whatever. Don't see anybody piping up. Sometimes Shauna will stream. I think Shauna streamed Saturday, but that was when I was sleeping, I think. I know I've got 3 or 4 streams to catch up on because I missed so much over the weekend. Okay, that's kind of nice the way that works. Still nobody's volunteered, so could be that y'all are going to be on your own when I'm done here. Unless my chat has quit working, because nobody's chatted for a while. Somebody type something in chat so I can see if my chat froze or something. In time for a nap. Okay, there. Elaine just said something. Yeah, it's too late for me to nap. That green looks yellow here. See, me too, Dorothy. When I look at it on my screen, it looks like a yellow ochre kind of color, but it's not. It's light olive green. It's still pretty as all get out, but it's light olive. And I'm going to go back in and add some green to it, but I wanted this for highlights. All right, I'm going to hit it with a heat gun right now. And actually right now I kind of feel like I'm going to go back in and work on the leaves a little bit more, but I feel like regular watercolor at this point would be easier. Because I'm going to try and put it in the leaves, kind of like a wet on wet. And if I had this already, just a little bit already mixed, and I'm not sure that's the green I want. Looks too artificial green to me, but let me see if that's the green I want. I'm not sure that's the green I want. Can't decide. Ugh. I'll let it dry and decide. As it's spreading, it's looking better. I guess I could, but I don't know what I'd do. Oh, you mean stream painty girl? Well, you decide. I mean, nobody has to. It's whether or not you want to. If you're, kind of in a place where you would want to do that, but don't ever feel any pressure. All right, Painty said to add a little bit of purple. I'm going to add a little bit of purple to the, let's see, maybe this purple, to the olive and see if I can get it to darken up a little bit. I don't want to go to my page yet. Oh, that's it came out a little brown, so maybe a little bit more green with it. But yeah, that definitely got it a little brown. That's a good idea, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. And see, I would mix a little bit more than you can with, well, the Neocolor IIs. Yeah, that looks good. Thanks, Joan. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this. I love this book. I'm actually really, really happy with the book itself. For sure. These are going to take a while, I think. So I probably will finish this later. But I'm liking the way the leaves are coming out. I'm liking it a lot. You want to stream, but you're a little nervous? Oh, you know what? Scooby or Painty Girl, that's the one thing about this audience you don't have to worry about. I think these women are so encouraging. If you have questions, they'll help you. Whether it's with technical issues with YouTube or working on a project or whatever. I don't think with this group, Painty Girl, you ever have to be worried about being nervous. They're just, how would you describe them, or all of us? I don't think anybody has to feel nervous about this group of women. You know, and I'm reading a book by Scott Adams right now, and one of the things he talks about is, and the name of the book is called Loser Think. And he talks about being embarrassed. And I don't know at what point in my life I lost that embarrassment gene. There's very little in this world, maybe nothing now, where I would feel self-conscious or nervous. But in order to get over that feeling nervous or being embarrassed or something like that, I think you have to put yourself in embarrassing situations. And I can tell you when I quit feeling self-conscious about everything was when I started dealing with the public. And I realized how idiotic people really are. We are supportive and encouraging. There you go. Judy hit it right on the head. But I guess when I started dealing with the public and realizing that the majority of people out there are really a bunch of idiots, and most people have so much more going for them. And that sounds egotistical, but honestly, like, you don't have to worry about this group of women. They will be encouraging, supportive. Yeah, so if you want to do it, jump in. If it's something you enjoy, do it again. If it's not something you enjoy, don't feel compelled to do it again and again. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, I won't be streaming too much longer. I'm almost up to my 3 hours, but yeah, I'd say give it a go. Just see how you enjoy it. It may not be something you enjoy. It's not hard by any stretch of the imagination. Sometimes watching chat and working on a project can be a little bit tricky, but there's nothing hard about it. We are a group of women that will literally watch paint dry. Yeah, you get over it, you know, and one of the tricks they use for young people to get over their fear of speaking in public or feeling shy is imagine your audience in their underwear, you know, because they're all at some point sitting around in their underwear. And when you can kind of look at it differently, that they're, believe it or not, they're not all out there judging you. Like, you are far more critical of yourself than anybody is ever going to be toward you. You get over that nonsense pretty darn quick. You really do. Is that I think that's the green I used, and I'm not really loving it, but I'm not hating it either. So I put too much on that, but that's okay. I'll spread it out. I just want a mixture of greens in some of these leaves. I don't want them all the same color, so. You can color your light bulbs, Painty Girl, are awesome. And none of the other streamers that I'm aware of do anything like that. If you guys don't follow Painty Girl on Instagram, she does these painted light bulbs, Christmas or wintry, I guess would be more. Light bulbs that are so adorable. So that would be a great idea, Painting. Just put yourself out there, because you always have the opportunity of saying, you know what, that is not for me. But nobody here will judge you harshly, I promise you. If they put up with my crap, they'll put up with anybody's crap. And if they put up with Eileen's crap, oh my God. Eileen doesn't stream though. But you can see how tolerant a group we are. Look what we put up with. And I think all of us like seeing something new. So just go for it. I really wish I might have to get out some regular watercolors, you guys. The colors right here are just not doing it for me, and I don't know. Just not doing it for me. Maybe I'll get out a little bit of brown. Maybe that'll help me. All right, maybe that's... I got out a raw umber. That's going to help a lot. I should have done that an hour ago. Yeah, I probably will, Debbie. Yeah, I probably will go back in after it all dries real good. Go back in and add more shading with colored pencils so I get a more variety of color. I'm not stressing about it, that's for dang sure. But the raw umber definitely helps, and that's got a hint of green in it. So you guys, do me a favor. Click on Painty Girl on the 3 dots over to the right of her name, and go to her channel and subscribe, and let's try and support a new streamer. That would make me happy. Make her happy too. You'll shoot for 4:30 Eastern. Good job, Painty Girl. Let me make sure that I think I had clicked on you before, but I'm going to make sure. Oops. Oh, I wonder if I do go to channel. Well, I'm not streaming on this computer. Okay, it let me do it. Woohoo. And say I might be gone for a minute. I'm back. Yeah, I think I was already subscribed too, but I thought I better check because I think I did it at Dee Dee's one morning. But I don't remember. But now I just went to her channel, so. But her light bulbs, her holiday light bulbs are really, really cute. Because some of them are just wintry. They're not like Christmas. So I don't want to say Christmas because I don't think they're all Christmas. And you do that for a craft fair, right, Penny Girl? I think I remember reading that or seeing that somewhere, that you do those to sell. All right, I'm going to wet this. Introduce another color. Okay, you're in a co-op and you do shows. That's what I thought. It seemed like I remembered reading that or seeing that or something. I imagine those light bulbs sell pretty well because they are absolutely adorable. A new streamer, I know, right? Woohoo! All right, where's another one of those kind of leaves? And if you've never done it before, it seems like you have, though, Penny Girl. If you have any questions, just ask on Twitter, and one of us will hopefully be around to answer your questions. All right, I'm about ready to call it a day. Go make some fresh coffee. So I can go watch Painty Girl. And I will definitely be adding some different colors into these leaves and this flower up here too. I'm not liking it. I think I need to put some of that dark back in. Here, I think I lost it. I think this would have been easier too if I hadn't used the Neo 2s, but I wanted to use them just to do a project with them. I use them for so many other things that, yeah, I'm glad I used them for a project. But yeah, I'm not loving that flower, so I will keep working on it. What is Eileen doing now? Turned out great. Boring, but great. Oh my God. Next time, I think I'm just going to have to throw paint at the wall. And I will see how mine is very different from hers. Mine is very different from hers. I will go ahead and add some more green to the leaves, more shading where she has a lot of the black. I'm not sure that I'm going to get that crazy, but I will add some more shading to these flowers, the edges of the plums and the leaves. But mine won't look exactly like hers. Oh, that sounds like fun. Throwing paint at the walls. So mine is very different from hers, but it is what it is. It was fun. Yeah, I would do it again with the Neocolor IIs. I really would. The weird thing is, let's see. Yeah, the colors are just so different. In real life than they are in stream. Let me look at this other computer. No, they're looking like, okay, these flowers are looking like a bright blue. They're not. They're like a periwinkle blue. This is light purple. This is darker purple. And then this is all olive green for the most part. Don't forget hers is printed and yours isn't. Yeah, because it just, when I'm looking at it, it's just like, these are so not the colors. But, I mean, they look good side by side, the two pages. I have more dimension on my leaves than she does. Yeah, I would say that too, CB. Yeah, I would say that too. But I am going to add some more green, and then I'll go back in and add some highlights. here and there on the plums and stuff like that. I like more realism, you know. This is definitely gorgeous, though. I mean, it's pretty. So, okay, everybody go to Painty Girls at 4:30 Eastern. Be kind and gentle. This is her first time. Yeah, hers has a lot of gray and black in it, which mine has 0 black yet. And whether or not I'll add it, I don't know. I don't know. Depends on after I get all the highlights and the shadows in. If I look at it and go, oh, I need something else, then I will. So, yeah, I'll see y'all over at Painty Girls in about half an hour. So thanks for coming. Thanks for being so supportive. Thanks for all the thumbs up. I love you guys. Thank you, Julie. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys later. And if I don't talk to you, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a really good day. Make it your best holiday ever. I'm gonna. And I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.